Hello, welcome to our video in a continuing series of videos on how to collect insects brought to you by Delaware Valley College. My name is Christopher Tipping, and today we'll be looking at techniques useful for collecting aquatic insects. The tools that we'll be using today involve a square or a D-shaped net, as well as a white enamel pan or a plastic tray. Every stream has dozens of aquatic insects in it at any given time. Perhaps the easiest place to collect in a stream is along the shallows. Areas where there's lots of rocks and riffle can often yield a great number of aquatic insects. Simply wade into the stream with an old pair of sneakers, boots, or maybe waders. And the first technique that I like to employ involves using the stream current to actually wash insects into your net. And what I'm doing here is I'm picking up rocks and I'm shaking them in the current, and any small aquatic insects or other aquatic arthropods are dislodged or get washed off, and they fall downstream into my net. Now the net has a square bottom, so you can hold it flush against the bottom of the stream so none of the insects can escape. I try to pick up rocks that are 1 to 2 pounds, so I can vigorously shake them in the water. Simply splashing the rocks is enough to dislodge any of the aquatic insects. And you can see from the current, anything that falls off of those rocks is going to wash directly down into my net. I often will stir up the sand underneath those rocks as well, and that's often a place where the aquatic insects get washed down and then into my net as well. This technique can yield dozens of insects in a matter of minutes. A quick examination of the net indicates that there are hundreds of insects captured in just a few minutes of using this sampling technique. Another technique I like to employ is an old fisherman's trick, where as you walk downstream, you stir up the sand, kick over rocks, and this washes down soil invertebrates to wading fish. We use the same technique. You shuffle your feet in the shallows, kicking over rocks, disturbing the sand. This causes the insects to become dislodged. Sometimes they become frightened, and as they swim downstream, they're quickly captured by the net. Another technique that I like to use is to push the net under overhangs that stick out from the shoreline banks, underneath rocks or clay embankments. There are quite a few insects hiding there. And now for the good stuff. With your white enamel tray, you fill it up with a little bit of water. Take the contents of your net and you want to gently dump them into the tray. You want to swirl your net in the water to make sure that you get all the insects out of the net and into the tray. With a pair of forceps, I then sort through the material, and in a matter of seconds you can see that there are dozens, if not hundreds, of aquatic insects and other arthropods swimming around in the tray. Another technique I like to use is to take a rock from the water, put it into the tray, and gently peel off the algae. Many insects hide underneath the algae and are easily captured. Well, good hunting, farewell from Delaware Valley College, and thanks for listening.